Sleep Train Arena. Looking at the Kings, with a loss in Game 1, they surrendered home court advantage in the series. Tonight, a crucial game for them as they seek to remain in contention. And after losing Game 1, Kenny, this is a critical game. I mean, it's a situation where their backs, as they say, are against the wall. Would you contend that they have to win this game?
Well, it would be probable, but only a handful of teams have dropped the first 2 games at home and gone on to win the series. However,
yours is one of them.
I was on the team that did it, so I can't say it's.
Playoffs, baby.
Here in Sacramento, already a fever pitch in a sold-out arena. We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at the Kings, tough loss for them in Game 1. We'll see if they can rally back in front of their hometown crowd to tie the series.
And this virtually becomes a must-win after that loss in Game 1. You almost never see a team drop the first 2 at home and go on to win a playoff series.
Yeah, they'll be reeling if this one gets away from them. Having to hit the road down zip to 2. But if they right the ship here today, it'll still be anybody's series.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Griffin is out there with Anthony Morrow, and it's Boozer in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
He was clearly feeling good coming out of the locker room. They were so composed in that Game 1 upset, and he's looking for more of the same today. He said, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but if we could ever go home 2-0, we will be extremely tough to beat. No doubt about that, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Rondo against Paul. Now the feed to Griffin. And Boozer throws it down.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that. Not very good. Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Freak kicks to Rondo. And Griffin sends it back. Morrow, the pass to Griffin. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. That's good. Paul's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The drive by King Carter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Paul kicks to Griffin, screened by Boozer. Sacramento grabs the miss. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Rondo against Paul. And it's Rondo penetrating. King Carter. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Freak. The Clippers trail. Paul with the ball. Pass to Redick. Outside Boozer. Screen by Boozer. 5 on the clock. Paul goes in, and it's the Clippers scoring again. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now here's Booker. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Paul against Rondo. Paul right side. And Griffin slams it in.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Moment here now for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to Doris Burke for an update on Chris Paul. Doris?
Guys, the head athletic trainer for the Clippers provided some information for us. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. For a team fighting in round one of the playoffs, this is quite the scare. We'll see how it turns out, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Koufos comes in for Trevor Booker. King Carter in a two-guard. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Cauley-Stein. Moose Collison. And it's Roberson in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Sacramento on defense. That's good. Redick's got the first basket of the second quarter for Los Angeles.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Down low, off the screen, and it's laid in by Cousins.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers was superb. He ended with 25 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Clippers trail by 4. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Redick is in the corner. And again, no good by the Clippers.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Collison dishes to Freak. From down low. Bayless grabs. The board. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Back to Stevenson. And there's the 3-second violation. Well, this is a good chance to check out some of the regular season's league leaders. Let's look at this year's top free throw shooting 2 guards. Take a look at Redick, deadly on the strike. Someone you do not want to foul.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
Ahead, here's Booker. Finished off the break. And now an 8-point Kings lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Griffin nails the 16-footer. Griffin's got 6.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
They set the pick.
Move the ball. Stick it to the ball.
Now Rondo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Cousins. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Redick with the bucket.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Cousins with a screen on Redick. Out to the right wing. Here's Roberson. But they recover it. And it's Rondo in the corner. Here's King Carter. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 1:51 left here in the second. Griffin. Second chance shot. Good. And it's 6 points for Carlos Boozer.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Here's Larkin. Redick with the 3, and he gets the bucket. And now it's just a 4-point Kings lead.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Some changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Gay comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Bellinelli in for King Carter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for free. He has 11 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Anthony Morrow out there with Griffin. And it's Boozer in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's King Carter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Boozer's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Ball outside. Griffin with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Pulls up on the wing. The Clippers grab the miss. Boozer's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball passes to Boozer. And here's Morrow outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Freak kicks to Cousins. Rondo dishes to Freak. Another shot. And Griffin sends it back. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. On defense, the Clippers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And that one's good. Freak.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Clippers trail by 6. Paul passes to Redick. He kicks it to Griffin. That's a 2 from Paul. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 5 assists in the game. Kings have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Freak dishes to Cousins. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard. Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Sacramento leading by 6. The drive by King Carter. And he gets it to go. King Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And Rondo gets it to go on the assist by 3. King Carter's got 6 assists here tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Redick. Ball's knocked loose.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to...
Clippers trail by 13. King Carter in at shooting guard. Cauley-Stein is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And here's the fast break. Here's Stevenson. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Stevenson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. There's the dish to Cousins. Goes up high for the two-handed jump.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Inside. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Freak. Out of hand on it. And here's Redick. Over in the corner. Paul. Nailed from three-point land. Paul's got 6 here in this quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Sacramento. Hondo comes in for Darren Collison. And the Clippers with the change here, too. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Lance Stevenson.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Hondo passes to King Carter. Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Morrow. And it falls over the rim and in. And now just a 3-point Kings lead.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Almost happened too late, partner. I mean, their offense didn't come alive until they were nearly out of it, but it is alive now.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, CA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's Griffin. It's hauled in by the Kings. King Carter outside. Out left to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Paul with the ball. Gay picks him up defensively. And Redick kicks to Griffin. Screen by Boozer. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Morrow, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And they're clearly how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
The Kings leading. The drive by King Carter. Shot's good. King Carter's got 13 points in the second half.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Ball against Rondo. Pass to Morrow. Redick for 3. Can't hit. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Rondo dishes to Freak. Rondo passes to Gay. The try by King Carter. And again, it's Sacramento converted.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
We've got 1:55 left in the game.
And with room like that off the pitch, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Griffin. And too long on the shot. Kings leading now by 8. King Carter left side. Gay with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Gay kicks to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Freak sets a screen for Rondo. A 3 ball. Kicks it out to Gay. Passes it to King Carter. Booker dishes to Gay. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Stolen by Boozer. Here's Paul. Griffin was second chance points on the tip in.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they called it.
Yeah, how great are his ball instincts there. Just having a knack, really the instincts to just get after it on the backboard.
Paul outside. Griffin with it. He's picked up by Cousins.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And they go to the intentional foul. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and an intentional foul right there. It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. So it's the Clippers now. Paul left side, outside Griffin. Inside, and stolen by Booker. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. King Carter left side. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them. Slipped right out of their hand.
Rondo passes to King Carter. Fires it up. Misses. So it's Sacramento.
Gentlemen, I'm here.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. The entire second half was just phenomenal. You could see there was no way he was going to let them lose.
A ton of his points were coming inside tonight.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. Checking out the Clippers, they were unable to take Game 2 on the road, but the series continues. They look to get back in the win column again tonight. And after stealing one on the road, they've put themselves in the driver's seat. Shaq, how big is this home court advantage in the series right now?
It's big, Ernie. They're in a really good position if they win here tonight. This game is obviously not technically a must-win for either team, but it will certainly be a pivotal game when we look back at the series.
What kind of a game will it be?
Pivotal. Pivotal.
It's one of the busiest hubs in the world as the planes land and depart at LAX. We've got an electric crowd here in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. It's Game 3 of the Western Conference quarterfinals, all tied at 1-1. If the first two games mean anything, we should be in for a heck of a series. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at the Clippers. They managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court.
You know, anytime you're going on the road, the first two games, realistically, you're hoping to get a split. So I'm sure they're happy with where they stand. They've stolen home court advantage. Now they need this one. They got to get greedy.
Yeah, you know what? Despite getting the split, I still have them as the underdog in this series, Greg. I mean, it's a very good team they're up against, and they're just not going to lay down for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Sacramento, King Carter in at shooting guard. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Trevor Booker. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Gay in at the 3 slot. Wasted no time.